YouTube will work. Yes, you see, kindness is the key. Okay, so lay down on the mat as usual. If you want to, you can use the bolster under the knees to give a bit of a support and sort of cuddling yourself just from the very beginning. Roll the arms outwards, slide the shoulder blades toward the waist, and pull the back of the head away from the shoulders. Close your eyes. And allow your body to soften. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes, and then sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face, and clench your jaw, and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck and shoulders, arms, forearms, and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra, vertebra. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Relax your hips, your groins, relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring your attention into your breathing cycle and start observing every aspect of your breath. Which part of your body moves the most, chest or belly? If both moves, which one moves first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation, the small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause. And there too, observe. Is one of the 2 pauses longer? Observe also that your throat remain relaxed and open even during the pauses. Three more observing breaths. At the end of the third, take control and create a long, slow, and steady breath. Observe your body expanding with every inhalation and gently contracting with every exhalation. Observe the movement of your body, following your breath. Observe your chest, becoming wider with every inhalation. Observe the ribs moving closer together with every exhalation. Keep a long, slow, steady breath. Observe the belly. Observe the navel moving up when you inhale and down toward the spine when you exhale. Become aware of every small movement. And now start deepening your breath. Observe the muscles of your rib cage activating toward the end of the inhalation in order to keep the chest open. Observe that the very first part of the exhalation is just passive. Just the air goes out of your body because the body, from expanded, go back to a more neutral position. And only in the second part, you activate your muscles to push the air out. Observe the activation of the muscles for the inhalation. And for the exhalation, become aware. And focus a little bit more on the exhalation. Become more and more aware of the two different phases of the exhalation. The passive one at the beginning and the active one after. Become more and more aware. And try to separate the two different parts. Start the active part only when the passive is finished, is over. So inhale deeply. Exhale passively. And only when the passive exhalation is over, start the active phase of the exhalation. Thus creating two different phases. Inhale deeply. Exhale passively. Exhale actively. Inhale actively. Exhale passively. And actively. Now inhale deeply. Hold your breath. Exhale passively. Hold your breath. Exhale actively. Inhale actively. Hold your breath. Exhale passively. Hold your breath. Keep on this technique at your own pace. When you hold your breath, relax the muscles of your body and observe, especially for the pose after the passive exhalation. Observe the feelings, the emotions that we may experience. You may experience peace, calm. Become aware of that. Keep on the technique. So inhale deeply. Hold. Relax. Exhale passively. Hold and relax. Two more times at your own pace. And at the end of the second breath, go back to a normal one, not controlled. Observe your breath becoming lighter and lighter, more and more silent. And observe your body relaxed, your mind relaxed. The last moments. Now, bring the two knees close to the chest. And stay there, just for 3 breaths. You can use also your hands to keep your knees close to the chest, if you feel like it. At the end of the 3rd breath, put your right hand on your right knee, left hand on your left knee, and open your knees to the side. Stay there 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, push the bolster away from the mat. Put your feet in Baddha Konasana and allow the knees to go down toward the ground. 3 more breaths. Relax your belly. Relax your face. And allow your knees to drop to the side in Baddha Konasana. Okay. At the end of the 3rd breath, roll completely on your right side, push with the left hand and sit up. Dandasana. Flex your feet to have the toes pointing up to the sky. Leave the sternum. Move the shoulder blades down. Move the back of the head away from the shoulders to lengthen your cervical spine. If it's easy for you, keep your legs straight and push your thighs and knees down to the ground without lifting your heels in case you have the hyperextension of the knees. So keep it down to the ground, but push the legs down. If keeping the spine straight is difficult for you, you can keep your knees bent, gently bent. Now, bring the 2 legs, well, 2 feet, as much as you can close to the pubis in Baddha Konasana. Interlace your hands, grab your feet, tilt your hip forward, push the sternum up, shoulder blades down, push your knees down. I want you to feel the stretch of the groins. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, release, straighten your legs, back in Dandasana. Spine straight, feet flex. Now, bend your right leg. Put your right feet inside of your left leg, as much as you can, close to the groin, but it's up to you to find a position where you can feel almost comfortable. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Tilt your hip forward and go down with the chest in between your legs. Put your hands down on the ground, tilt your hip forward, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Push your left heel forward and the toes toward you. 3 breaths. It's the sternum. Smile. At the end of the third, come back up. Now start pushing with your right leg down toward the ground, and observe that when you do so, you're pushing your hip, your right side of the hip, a little bit higher. And with this movement, your torso will move gently to the left. It's just a slight movement, a small movement, but become aware of that. Keeping this tilting of the hip to the left and moving of the chest to the left, put your hands down on the ground on either side of your leg, of your left leg. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Walk forward with your hands and keeping the spine as much as you can straight. Lean forward. Keep on pushing the sternum forward and shoulder blades down. When you reach your maximum, stay there. Keep on pushing with the right leg down to the ground, so keep the right leg active. Now, put your right hand outside of your left leg or feet. Use this grip to help you lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, and go a little bit more down to the leg. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, come back up. Straighten your right leg, bend your left leg, put your left feet in contact with the inner right thigh, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, tilt your hip forward, put your hands down on the ground, keep the chest in between your legs. Push your right heel forward and the toes toward you. Keep the sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, tilt your hip forward, 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, come back up. Start pushing with the left leg down to the ground to move the chest to the right. Put your hands on either side of your right leg. Keep on pushing the heel forward, toes towards you. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Walk forward, go to your maximum. When you reach maximum, stay there for 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, put your left hand outside of your right leg or outside of your right feet. Hilde, use the leg, because if you're just touching, you cannot use that as a grip to help you twist a little bit deeper. Well, if you put it on the leg, you can use it to twist, okay? So the idea is to twist and push the sternum forward and go a little bit down. Okay, 3 breaths. Keep on using the left leg. Don't forget the left leg. and come back up again. Straighten the right leg, the left leg, bend the right leg, grab the right ankle, lean on the left leg, and put your right feet close to the right hip. Now, I want you to observe your body. So if you feel that your hips are not at all aligned and the right side is really higher than the left one, then take either a folded blanket or even a block and put the block, I'm going to show you on the other side. So if you feel like that, then put the block or the folded blanket under the side of your body with a straightened leg. So you will adjust the alignment of the hip. So now, lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, tilt the hip forward, just a tiny bit, because I think that you're gonna feel quite fast the stretch on the hamstring. So stay there, don't go any further, but lift the sternum, keep the chest open. Now, twist to the right, put your left hand outside of your right leg, grab your right leg, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, push your right shoulder back and to the left. Look behind you, the right arm is just relaxed. Sternum lifted, 3 breaths. And come back to center. Okay. It's not over. Put your hands behind your hips. Lift your hips just a tiny bit. Tuck your tailbone under and put your hips down again. So you're gonna feel the stretch on your right groin normally. If it's easy for you, almost easy for you, go on your elbows. If it's a little bit too much, just stay there. It's not a problem. Maybe put your hands a little bit back. But the idea is not to be completely uncomfortable. Once that you have your position, put your left heel forward and left toes towards you. Sternum lifted. Okay, now come back up and change leg. So straighten your right leg, roll on your right side, put your, bend your left feet, put your left feet next to the left hip, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. If you need to, you can put your folded blanket or block under your right sitting bone. Keep the sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Put your right heel forward. Tilt your hip forward. When you reach your maximum, stay there for 2 breaths. Keep the sternum lifted. Don't forget. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Spine straight. Now twist to the left. Put your right hand on your left leg to help you twist. Keep the sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Move the left shoulder back and to the right. Look behind you, 3 breaths. Keep on lifting the sternum, shoulder blades down. Keep on pushing the right heel forward. Come back to center. Put your hands behind your buttocks. Lift the hips. Tuck the tailbone under. Lower your hips again. Lower your torso. Stay there for 3 breaths. Keep on pushing the right heel forward, toes toward you. Push the sternum up, 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd, come back up. Dandasana. Bend your right leg. Slide the right ankle under the left knee. Allow the right feet to go outside of the line of the leg. Now, without moving the right leg, bend your left leg just in front. Keep your feet flexed. Put your hands on the knees. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, tilt your hip forward. And really slowly start leaning forward. Millimeter by millimeter. Don't be in a hurry. Take your time. Feel the body working. Feel the body stretching. Become aware of the change that you are doing actively on your body. Keep on lifting the sternum, keep on moving the shoulder blades toward the waist. When you reach your maximum, stay there. Breathe deeply, 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, keep on going down, unwinding your spine. Let go. Relax your arms. Relax your shoulders, your belly, your neck. And yeah, you can experience some interesting feelings, some intense feelings. But it's just because you are shaping your body in a different way. So just relax and let go. Gently come back up. Straighten your legs. Bend your left leg, slide the left ankle under the right knee. Keep the left feet outside of the line of the right leg. Then the right leg in front. Flex your feet. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Put your hands on the knees and start tilting your hips forward. Gently. Take your time. Slower than usual in order to avoid the tensions as much as you can. And allowing the tensions that you have to get released softly. When you reach your maximum, stay there for 3 breaths. Relax your belly, relax your face. At the end of the 3rd breath, go all the way down. Let go. Relax your belly, your arms, your shoulders, your face, your neck. Let go. Relax your spine, Hilda. Okay. The last moments. And gently come back up. Okay. Now, put your legs wide with the feet down on the ground. Okay. Grab your ankles or the chin. It depends on your flexibility. Leave the sternum, shoulder blades down. Stay there. Breaths. Try and tilt your hip as much as you can forward. Okay. Now put your hands just behind your buttocks. Allow the two knees to drop down to the left. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. And to the right. To the left. And to the right. To the left. To the right. To the left. To the right. Okay. Hands behind your buttocks. Lift your hips. Keep your hips lifted. Allow the two knees to drop down and come back up. So the hips is not touching the ground now. If it's too hard, you can keep the hips down. Otherwise, if you want to work, step forward, hips lifted, gently lifted, not too much. Drop the legs to the right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center, right, center, down. Okay. Cross your legs. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Both on one side and on the other side. Okay, now sit on the back of the mat, but on the long side. Straighten your right leg. Keep the left heel quite close to the pubis. Okay. Point your right leg, right feet. Twist your torso to the left and put your hands down on the ground on the mat. Okay. Keep the right feet pointed and active. Lift the sternum. Roll the right leg in and find the preparation for Ekapada Rajakapatasana. Stay there. Keep the hips lifted and aligned with the ground. Okay. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, belly in. Observe that when you activate your belly, your right groin stretches a bit. Okay, now roll the right leg outward and come back to the starting position. One more time. Roll the right leg inward. Put your hands down on the ground. Lift your hips in order to align your hips. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Stay there. Now, I want you to straighten your right leg a little bit more in order to lift the right leg, the right knee. Lift the right knee, okay. And observe how this too stretch a little bit more your groin. And down. Come back to the starting position and change leg. So right heel close to the pubis, left feet pointed, active. The left leg is active all the way. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Roll the left leg inward. Put your hands down on the ground, on the mat. Keep on rolling the leg outward and align the hips to the ground. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Belly in. Observe that when you activate your belly, the groin stretches a little bit more. And back to the previous position. Point your left feet. Roll the left leg inward. Put your hands down on the ground. Align your hips. Belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. And now activate your left leg in order to lift your left knee. 3 breaths. And back to center, to the previous position. Okay. Baddha Konasana. Keep the heels quite close to the pubis. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Now, if you can use the outer part of your forearms to push your knees down. Push your legs down. If it's a little bit too much, just use the muscles of your legs. So either you simply push with your arms, or if it's too much, just push down using the muscles of your legs. Up to you to find the version that it's better for you today. 3 breaths, starting from now. Lift the sternum. At the end of the third, relax. Okay, now we have the bolster. We can take the bolster. The bolster under your chest. So you will be gently supported. Support your head with your arm. So like that is comfortable. Keep your knees bent. Now, open your leg to the side and down. Don't touch the knees together, and open again. Down, open, 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 down, open. Okay. Now, straighten your right leg. Oh, actually, yeah, on the right. Perfect. Now, lift, down, 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 lift, down. Okay. Now, I want you to straighten the left leg and put your right knee down. Lift the left leg, down, lift, 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 down, and one more, lift, down. Okay, now bend your left knee again, straighten the right leg, create circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. On the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down. Okay, let's go on the other side. You know that every time it seems comfortable, it's not comfortable. So down on the bolster. The starting position is comfortable. It's after that it's not that comfy. Okay, so now open your leg. Just open and close. Okay, good. Now straighten your leg, left leg. Open and down. Try not to touch completely with the ground. One more. Okay. Now, straighten your right leg. Put your left knee down. Up, 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 up. This is faster. Now, the not comfortable one. So straighten your left leg and create circles. One more time. Okay. And now on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Lovely. Yeah, we're gonna feel the muscles for sure. So you will remember me during the whole day. Okay, now. Actually, yeah, we're gonna do that. Since we have the bolster, put the left knee over the bolster. Right leg forward. Bend your right leg. Keep the right knee right over the right heel. Put your hands over the right knee. Belly in. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. But in the meantime, push your hips down. Sternum lifted. Push your hips down. More, more, more. Really to your maximum. And keep your belly in. Keep your navel toward the spine. And smile. Because you're shaping your body the way you want. So you have to be proud of you and happy that you're doing. Okay, now put your hands down on the ground inside of your right feet. Both, yes, good. Now, roll your right feet outward. So the knee will open to the side, the hips will open to the side. Keep on pushing the sternum forward, shoulder blades down. Stay there, 3 breaths. Relax completely your left leg and feet, because it's supported by the bolster. In case the bolster is a little bit too soft, okay, come back. In case the bolster is a little bit too soft, you can put the blocks under the bolster. So the bolster will be a little bit higher, a little bit more useful for this variation. So now change leg. So right knee over the bolster, left feet forward. Belly in, keep the belly toward the spine. Bend your left knee, lower your hips, put your hands over the left knee, belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Keep on pushing the hips down. Leave the torso a little bit more, Ruth. Okay. Still keeping the belly active. Good, beautiful. Relax as much as you can the right leg and feet. Now, put your hands down on the ground inside of your left feet and allow the left feet to roll to the side. Keep on pushing the sternum forward, shoulder blades down. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, come back. Good. Seat on your heels. Create circles with your hips along the spine. Both on one side and on the other side. Good. Now, stand up. Legs wide. A little bit wider than usual. We're going to do the Trikonasana, but keep your legs a little bit wider than usual. Hips, hands on the waist. Roll the right leg outward. Left leg inward. Tilt your hips to the right. So allow the right side of the hips to drop down. Go down. And enter Trikonasana. Keep the 2 legs active. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. If you lift the sternum, you will realize that the 2 shoulders move back, aligning your body a little bit more over the right leg. Okay, stay there. Now, I want you to put your arms parallel to the ground. Activate your legs and come back up. Tilt your hips to the left now. So it's the left side that drop down and the right side that come up. Bend your right leg. Belly in. Now, keeping your right leg bent, imagine that you want to move the 2 feet closer. So you will activate the inner muscles of your legs. Belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Don't care about the arms, care about the legs. 3 breaths. Keep it there, keep it active. Bend, right leg bend, right knee right above the heel. But keep the movement of the 2 feet closer together in order to activate the inner muscles. stretching the legs, come back up, change side. So the legs are wider than usual. Belly in, tilt your hip to the left and go down in Trikonasana. Leave the sternum in order to align the shoulders over the left leg. Keep the legs active. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, activate your legs even more. Put the arms parallel to the ground and really slowly come back up. Just activating the legs. Now, tilt your hip to the right. So the left side is going up, right side going down. Bend your left leg, belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Keep your arms relaxed. Focus on the legs. And imagine that you want to squeeze the 2 feet together in order to activate the inner legs. 3 breaths. It's not the end of the world. Come back up. Turn on the other side again. So right feet pushing toward the right. Actually, take at least 1 block. If you have 2 blocks, you can put the 2 blocks on the 2 sides of the mat. We're gonna go into Ardha Chandrasana. So, good. You okay, Hilda? Okay, put your blocks down. Okay. Now, roll the right leg outward, right feet pointing to the right. Roll the left leg inward, left feet at 45 degrees. Bend your right leg. Keep the right knee right above the heel, belly in, sternum lifted. Now, put your right elbow over the right knee. Yes, okay. Straight line from the head to the left leg. Look down on your right feet. But keep the sternum lifted. Okay. Now, start walking forward with your left feet and put your right hand over the block. Keep the block a little bit more to the right and to the side compared to your feet. Once that you have your hand over the block, start straightening your right leg and lifting the left one. Keep the left hand in contact with the outer left leg. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Stay there. Lift the leg a little bit more. A little bit more. Okay. Whoosh. Don't have to look at the video. But otherwise I cannot check. Okay. Now, bend your right leg. Lower the left leg. Walk back with your left leg and enter Trikonasana. Find your Trikonasana. Find the position. Find the asana. Leave the sternum. Keep the legs active. Put it at the beginning so you know how to do it. Good. And come back up. On the other side. So left leg pointing to the left, right leg at 45 degrees. Tilt your hip to the right. Bend your left leg. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Keep your left knee right over the left heel. Bend your left elbow and put your left elbow right over the left knee. Leave the sternum. Shoulder blades down. Belly in. Look down. From there, start walking with your right feet. Put your left hand over the block. Once that you have the hand over the block, start straightening the left leg and lifting the right one. Keep the right hand in contact with the outer right leg. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Lift the leg a little bit more. Okay, keep it active. To the feet. Even the feet is active. Okay, now look down. Bend your left leg. Lower your right leg. Walk back and enter Trikonasana. 3 breaths. Good. Perfect. The end of the 3rd breath. Come back up. Tadasana. Find your Tadasana, the mountain pose, the connection between the earth and the sky. So push with the feet against the ground, or the central part of your body, the spine, the head, goes up to the sky, but the lateral part, shoulders, arms, and hands, go down toward the ground. Belly in, stable, focused, grounded, but connected to the sky. Feel that. Just for a few seconds. Gently open your eyes. Now, roll the legs outward. Knees are, the heels are quite close, but not touching. Lift your heels, bend your knees, and go all the way down. Put your hands over the knees and keep the knees as much as you can wide open. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Now, come back up and go down with the knees, or with the heels. Now, move the heels closer when you lift your heels. So actually lift your heels and try and walk a little bit closer. And now bend your knees and go all the way down. The heels can touch or not. This is not a problem. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Okay, now put your hands down and walk with the feet close to each other in order to have the 2 heels touching. Once that you have your heels touching, push the knees out. If the balance is not really good today, you can keep your hands down. You can use bolster, you can use walls, you can use chairs. It's not a problem. I don't care about that. But try and open your knees as much as you can Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, belly in. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, put your hands down, put your knees down, sit on your heels, and lean gently back. Just to stretch the top of your feet and the tibial muscles that we worked on the position that we just did. Okay. Now, tabletop position on your elbows. Keep the elbows closer than your shoulders. Now, inhale. With the exhalation, tilt your hip backward. Lift your right knee and touch, lean forward and touch your right elbow. Inhale, straighten your left leg back and move the shoulders back. Exhale, lean forward, touch with your elbow, with your knee, your elbow. Inhale, straighten your leg back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, straighten your leg. 2 more. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, knee to elbow. Exhale, straighten your leg. Knees down. You're on your right leg. Inhale. With the exhalation, lift your left knee. Lean forward. Touch with your left knee, your elbow. Inhale, straighten your leg back. Push your shoulders back. Exhale, shoulders forward. Touch with your knee, your elbow. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, straighten your leg. 1 more time. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, straighten your leg. Okay. Knees down. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Both on one side. And on the other side. Good. Take the bolster. Put the bolster on the front of the mat. Put your knees over the bolster. Shavasana. Woohoo! Yes, there. We didn't stop 1 minute. That's why it felt faster. But yes, it's already time. So lay down on the mat. Take everything you need to be comfortable in Shavasana. So bolster, yes, okay, but also if you want to sweatshirt, socks, if you have the eye cushion, use it. If you want to, you can also put a small weight. It can be a folded blanket, it can be a block over the belly. Every time your belly has a gentle weight on it, on a physical level, you will have the lumbar spine lengthening down to the ground. On a more energetical and mental level, when you have something on the belly, it's kind of giving the message to your body that it can relax a little bit deeper. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. But till that moment, just relax and be proud of what you did today. Slowly, start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Gently stretch your body. Bend your knees and roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before pushing with the left hand to sit up comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. You can always sit on the bolster since we have it. Keep your spine straight yet relaxed. Keep your face relaxed. Close your eyes. And allow your mental body to settle again. Put your hands in Anamana Mudra, Uchin Mudra. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.